What's up, everyone? This is Landon here at CBI Bikes. Today we have our owner, Hal Wright, here with us. Today, more than anything, we want to introduce you guys to CBI Bikes, our family, something that we want you guys to be a part of moving forward. But without any further ado, Hal, take it away.
Well, I'm Hal Wright, and I'm the owner of CBI and CBI Bikes. And we've been doing this for quite a while now. The reason that we do bikes, and we started in bikes, is just because we love bikes. I've always been a lover of bicycles, two-wheeled power, whether it's leg or motor, but I've always liked it. And so that's what kind of got our interest. I've been interested in owning a bike shop for a number of years, probably 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. And we've been in the bike business now, CBI Bikes, for how long?
Since 2017.
2017, yeah,
Yes.
Something like that.
Almost
So
6 years.
that's how come we got in. We just love bikes.
That's great. With that in mind, I mean, you talked about wanting to open up a bike shop for over 20 years. What made you kind of take that final step and kind of just jump, let's do it, let's make it happen?
Well, I had the opportunity, I thought, to buy a local bike shop 20 years ago. And that sort of fell through. It didn't really work out. And so I was just looking for a way to get a bike shop. So one day I just pulled the trigger and did it. Started contacting manufacturers and bringing brands in, and we just worked our way through it to where we're at today.
Mm-hmm. Starting off, what were some of the brands that you carried from then and then all the way through till now? I mean, we've had some major growth.
Yeah. The first brand, believe it or not, that I got in was KTM Bicycles. Not KTM Motorcycles. Most people confuse that, but there is a KTM Bicycle division, and I brought those in to begin with. We currently do not carry KTM because it became very difficult to get their bicycles, and they weren't really consistent with it. They're more of a European brand. They build a great bike. Obviously, they build a great motorized vehicles too, but that was the first brand. And then I think the second was Scott. So we brought Scott in, and somewhere in that time frame, we just decided not to do KTM anymore, so they just kind of disappeared. And then probably Rocky Mountain and Kona, and I think those were the next brands we brought in. And then probably Yeti, maybe? Yeti,
Yep.
right?
Yep, Yeti we've had for
Yeti,
almost 2 years.
DaVinci, and then Transition.
Yep.
Were probably how it worked out.
Tons of growth.
Yeah.
And we just recently picked up Super 73.
Super 73,
well,
yeah, we're excited about that.
Which it's nice because it does offer some variety compared to what we have. It's not just strictly mountain bikes. It's not just strictly road bikes or gravel bikes. We have massive selection, obviously, of e-bikes available.
Yep. And the market's really turning towards e-bikes in a lot of ways. There's still a lot of traditionalists like myself that just do pedal only. I don't own an e-bike myself because I love pedaling. I love the exercise and all that. But there are a lot of people, and it fits for their lifestyle and their health and their condition to have an e-bike. So that's gaining more and more popularity in the bike world. And Super 73 is one that just kind of fits in there. It's more sporty. It's a little more fun. So it'll kind of bring that crowd in too. To me, it's kind of it's a bike that fits the guys that ride skateboards and then went to electric skateboards and then went to one wheel, which we carry, right? Yep. It's kind of along that same line. It's a lot of fun. It's different than a regular e-bike in that way.
Definitely. That's something that people are going to have to hop on one for sure to figure that out. I mean, even when we just got them just recently, you have to, take that out and hop on to explain what it feels like you have to get on there.
Yeah, and when you get on them, what do? Fall in love with it. You just think it's the best thing ever. I mean, there's no question. You're not like, well, I don't know, this is okay. No, it's like a one wheel. You get on it and you're like, holy cow, where have these been all my life?
Right.
Yeah.
The plus side to them is there's not that learning curve that comes with the one wheel.
No, there's not the learning curve that comes with the one wheel, even though the one wheel's quick, really. But the Super 73s, man, you just jump on them and have fun immediately. Whatever it is you want to do on them, and that's what's cool about it. is you can get the one that has knobby tires, a little more off-roadish, I guess if you will, or you can get the one that's got the more smoother, not a lot of traction on the tires.
Yep.
But the cool thing about it is they're all fat tires.
Exactly.
So they're all, what are they, 4-inch, 4.5-inch?
The smallest one, is that 20 by 4-inch, and then the other more aggressive treads are a 4.5.
Yeah.
So you get a big footprint.
So, which gives you the benefit of a little more suspension and a little more flotation, depending on where you're riding. So they're awesome.
Yeah, we're
super fun.
Stoked to have them. Very excited.
Yep.
So I mean, for those listening in, yes, we have a massive selection of bikes, as you mentioned, starting Scott, Kona, Rocky Mountain, now Yeti, transition to Vinci. So we have a huge selection of bikes, Super 73, one wheel. Obviously, that's not all we offer. We have massive selection of, everything, accessories. You name it, any gear that you need for mountain biking. When you made the shop, did you have more or less the vision to kind of go that route and kind of just have, be the guy when you show up? You have everything.
Well, it's important. It's important to me, and it is to you as well, and all our bike shop guys, to have great selection. And that's what we've really focused on from the very beginning. It's become even more important through this whole COVID nonsense to have selection, because getting supply has been very difficult. We have been fortunate enough with everybody in our team working hard to get the supply, and we've had better supply on everything from bikes to all the accessories than any other shop in the region, not just in our town, but we keep hearing from people when they walk in our shop that they've never seen this much inventory. And selection really is what it comes down to. We wanted to offer the best selection, and we've been able to do that. We've been fortunate enough to do that, and that's just kind of our mentality. That's what we want to offer as a bike shop, is a lot of selection. So whatever the product line is we have, just like our newest product line Super 73, we're going to continue to have great selection. We've got all the models of Super 73 down there, and we're going to continue to do that as long as the manufacturer allows that. So
we're pretty much, it's the mentality, if we're going to get something, we're going to get it.
We're going to get it. We're going to be serious about it. We're going to grow it. We're going to have the accessories to go with it. So whatever you want as a user of that product, you'll be able to get the accessory for it here. And I just will mention at this time, because it fits right in, is the service as well. Not only can you buy it here and get the accessories, but we have the best service. We have the best techs. And we want to give people good service. We want them to be satisfied with the service that we give. And we want to make sure we just take care of them so they don't have to go any other place. The thing I hate to hear the most, more than anything else, is if somebody is not happy with our service or their customer service that they got when they came in our shop. That just, if anything fires me up a little bit, it will be those two things. And so we focus on it. Our team is on board with that. They focus on it. We talk about it often, regularly in our shop. So we're always trying to improve that. And I think we have excellent customer service in sales, but in our service department, as far as repairs, we really focus on that. And I think our customers can be assured that when they come in here, they are going to get the best service they can find.
Absolutely. Just echoing that, as far as the inventory goes, we have heard that. For those listening, we're here in Southeast Idaho, but we have customers come in from Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Oregon, Washington, where we're kind of just in the middle of all those states, and we hear that every time.
We do.
You guys have amazing stock. You have more inventory than anywhere I've been. And then moving on to what you were talking about service-wise, we'll talk with him in another episode, introduce him, but Aaron, our service manager, he's been doing this for 25 plus years, stands by his work, knows what he's doing, and has a huge following because of that service that he provides.
And he has a huge desire to do it right, so people don't have to come back because it's not quite right. He wants to take care of customers, and I think that's super important. And you don't find that in shops today. Not only bike shops, but just in retail in general. And I'm sure our listeners see this around as they go into different businesses around town, wherever they live. You run into all kinds of crappy customer service. People don't care. And I think businesses, in their defense, they're struggling to hire people, good people that have interest or enthusiasm about whatever it is they sell. And so they struggle. And you see a lot of really poor customer service in all kinds of businesses around the area. And that's why we focus on it so much, because it's kind of been lost through this whole COVID period. For various reasons, it's kind of been lost. And we want to have the best service, and we want to maintain doing that. Whether you're buying in the shop, or whether you walk through our front door and talk to us, or whether you buy something online, you're going to get the best customer service.
Absolutely.
And you can be assured that when you email us, or you call us, or you come in the shop, we're going to take care of you.
Absolutely.
We're live people that want to do a good job. So,
I mean, apart from all that, I mean, obviously that's what people should just come to expect. I mean, with the overall retail or online purchasing experience. As a customer, what else should our listeners know that they're going to get when they come in the shop? I mean, what should the experience be like for them?
Well, it's going to be casual, for one. There's no high pressured sales. We're going to explain whatever it is they're looking for and give them some options to consider, and let them test ride, and then it's up to them. We'll lay out all the pros and cons of the different models of bikes depending on what genre you're looking at, and then you can choose. And there's no high pressure sales. And we're just not that way. We're not a high pressure place.
Absolutely.
We want people to come in and love bicycles like we love them. And you're enthusiastic about them, and you want to ride, and you want to fix yours up and customize it a little bit for you. Whether it's something as simple as the color of grips and pedals you put on, and seat, and handlebars, that's kind of the typical things that people will change. Kind of, we call it the cockpit, as you know. And that's the easiest thing. We know that most bikes, if not all, some of the entry-level bikes come with pedals, but the majority of bikes don't come with pedals anymore.
Right.
So you have to pick a set of pedals, and you can pick colors, lots of colors and lots of different brands. So you pick your color of pedal, then you pick your color of grip. Then you can even go a step further if you want and pick a handlebar that matches.
Stems.
And stem that matches, or you want a little higher rise on your handlebar for a little more comfort. You can do that. You can do all kinds of things. A handlebar that's a little lighter, maybe you'd go to a carbon fiber handlebar so you save a little weight, or whatever it is you want to do. But you can kind of customize the bike for you and make it cool how you want it to be, which to me, that's a ton of fun, because I've always been a customizer my whole life in many different areas. So it just allows you to do it on bikes.
Absolutely. It's definitely a fun part of that retail experience. If you're going in you finally decided to make that purchase, to then have these options to take your bike that maybe there are lots of them, but you kind of make it, as you mentioned, that one of a kind, a little bit more personal to you.
Yeah, so you're not going to see, the same thing out there when you're on the trail. So
Absolutely.
I think that's super fun to do.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad we do that. And we have our wall down there, that has all those products on them, from pedals and grips and handlebars and stems, and seats. We have all of that down there, and lots of selection, lots of color. It's kind of fun for people to come in and look at that.
Well, it's aesthetically pleasing. You go in to be able to see all that lineup of accessories, and just knowing that you have kind of limitless options as far as how to customize your bike.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that is I have never seen it in a bike shop in our area, in our region. Any other shop offer that much selection.
Well, and adding on to that selection, I mean, not only do we offer, we have the biggest amount of inventory, and we can tout that, our customers, as well as those listening in, they can expect to come in and get the best prices.
Absolutely. And that's a good thing to mention, because we want to be more than competitive. And, manufacturers are kind of particular about MSRP,
Sure.
on their bikes. And we're always dealing that with the manufacturers. And I understand why they do that. And I'm not against that. But we like to be competitive in our own way. And some of those deals we offer, because of that, we can't talk specifically about them. It's just something we do in-house. You've got to come to our shop to get that price. But we always have a better price on everything, bikes and accessories. We always will have a better price than any of the shops around. And I can say that confidently.
Absolutely.
Because I know we do that.
I mean, you can, as you mentioned, we can tout that, we can say that confidently, just because of, the amount of customers we have coming in for those deals. I mean, we get a customer base not just here in Southeast Idaho, but it extends far beyond that. We have regulars coming from Teton Valley. We're out even into Western Wyoming. A lot of customers from Central and Northern Utah, because they know
Western Idaho.
Western Idaho, even out through Boise, Twin, exactly. Yep. People from Oregon, as far out as there, because people know every time they've come in here, in the last several years, they've gotten the best deal and the best service.
Well, and the two things that when we've had repeat customers come back from, I'm thinking of a few even back east, they have, one, been able to find the bike they're looking for, and they haven't been able to find it. And even in that case, didn't we sell a bike you sold a bike the other day to a guy in a bike shop that worked for a bike shop that couldn't find the bike, I guess, and we had it, and he bought it from us. And he works in another bike shop in another state, but he bought it from us, and that's very typical of the customers we see come in.
Absolutely.
So we have the bike you're looking for. We have the price you're looking for. We have great customer service, so we take care of you. We make you feel good. We want it to be a good experience for you. And then we follow it up with great service on the bike. So
all in all, it's everything that someone should expect coming into
exactly,
not just a bike shop, but just the retail experience and all.
Yeah, and it's not really what we offer is not unusual. It's just what you should offer.
But it's been lost.
Yeah, it's lost in this online buying, we're involved in, and people aren't used to it, or they haven't been able to find it anywhere, and maybe customers are a little discouraged because they don't see it, and we want to bring it back, and we have brought it back in our shop. So, and we'll continue to do that.
That's one thing that I really appreciate. Myself, and then I know that a lot of customers have mentioned it, that coming in here, it's just part of one big family. The cycling industry, you do have some of your cliques and groups and whatnot in here, but here at CBI Bikes, people come in, and it doesn't matter if it's the first time in the door or if you've been a repeat or regular customer for years. Everyone's treated like family, and it's just a big, big family because of what our passion is.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to treat everybody that way, regardless of how much you ride. If you're a beginner or you're an expert and you race, we want to treat everybody the same.
There's something for everyone in here.
There is. It's awesome.
Well, moving forward, with CBI, we've had all this massive growth over the last few years. Moving forward, what do you want to do with the business, or what do you see moving forward? What do you want to accomplish with CBI Bikes?
Well, we want to, there's several things. We want to, continue to improve our customer service and our brands and our selection. So we'll probably look at adding other things like Super 73s or other brands of bikes. And other accessories. We'll continue to, as much as the industry allows, when there's excess inventory in the industry, we were always ones previously that would buy that inventory and could offer the best deals.
In-store and online.
In-store and online. Well, when we hit COVID, nothing was available. There was no excess inventory at any of the manufacturers, so we didn't have that to offer. We think and see little signs that can be coming back to some degree, so we're hoping that we will be able to buy buy those bikes and offer them to our customers at those prices, which were great, super good discounts. And we hope to do that, of course.
Pass that along to the
Yep,
consumer.
pass it along. We also are looking seriously at other locations to spread our service and our philosophy to other locations that don't have that customer service and selection that we offer. So hopefully we'll have some announcements on that fairly soon.
Absolutely.
And we'll just keep moving forward. We'll keep growing the business and having fun. We want to have fun. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. I mean, with that being said, I mean, we, to our listeners, just want everyone to know, I mean, we safely can say, just kind of going back and recapping on everything, and as well at the intro of this video, I mean, we are Southeast Idaho's bike shop. Like, we are the place, kind of the hub to adventure. I mean, you can come here, not only get the bike that you're after, just recapping all the accessories, the best pricing, the best service.
Yep.
Well, again, thanks, Hal, for being in on this channel, on this video with us today. Thanks everyone who's watched this video on YouTube, as well as all of our listeners, whoever's listening on your podcast channels. Thank you for tuning in, listening, and we will be coming at you next Monday with another episode. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.